All right, there we go. Whew. It feels like it's been a minute. It's only been 5 days. 4 days, 5 days, something like that. Anyway, sorry for the long delay. A lot of things going on. Not going to get into all that. But anyway, today I have mostly body cam videos and then one chilling scares video. So should be a pretty chill day. Pretty short videos actually as well. So easing back into it, and then hopefully I'll be more consistent with doing it every day, because that's the goal, you know. Anywho, first video. I'm not gonna run all of them. I'm just gonna see where we end up, because I have tons pulled up just in case if we decide to grind it out a little bit. But first video is gonna be Walgreens pharmacy manager caught stealing 600 Xanax pills. Body cam canine. It's been a minute since we watched a body cam.
On May 29, 2026, officers were dispatched to Walgreens after an employee allegedly stole 600 pills of alprazolam, commonly known as Xanax.
So I got your statement that you gave to them. Is this all true?
Yes, 100% true.
So I got here that
Damn, just like that. God damn, you ain't gonna put up a little bit of a fight?
Can you read the handwriting?
you have great. Is this your handwriting?
Oh wait, maybe this
Yeah,
is
great handwriting. You've been taking alprazolam. How do you say that? Alprazolam, 2 milligrams off the shelf because of personal financial hardships, and you were given it to someone, and they were selling it on the street. Who was that?
I do not know. He had a nickname named Willie D.
Willie D. You swapped.
Willie D.
You're a single mom. I understand that. How many kids you have?
I only have one.
Okay. You were evicted out of your house in December, and you've been having a hard time catching up on the bills. You took 30 tablets.
Bro, as a pharmacy manager though, she's the manager, right? Like that, you should be making enough money. How are you getting evicted and needing to steal pills too?
Back in November of 2025. That's from the Chicago Heights store.
Yes.
How many did you take from this store?
She told me 600, but
How many do you think it was?
it had to be at least 2 bottles. It couldn't
What's
have
2
been
bottles?
100.
Maybe
But
100.
she said that it had to be more than that. But yeah, she said about 680 was taken from the store, and I'm
You're
like,
saying 100, and they're saying
100. Yeah, the system is saying something different. That's what she told me.
All right.
Bro, wait, so she's done this before. That's a lot to take in. There's a lot going on here. That she's done this before at another store. And then at this store, she admits to at least taking 2 bottles, which she thinks is 200 pills. I mean, that's bad enough.
And when did you do it?
I started doing it back in February,
February.
and I ended it like in March because it was weighing down on me really bad.
And you say just how many like at a time?
So it was like increments, like 30 at a time, like 30.
Okay, I thought you just smuggled 2 bottles out of there, like just keistered those puppies or something. I don't know how you'd get them out.
I think the last time I took was 100. I think 100. The last time, very last time was 100 total that I took.
The last one was 100.
My last very time like taking the medication from the store was 100.
Oh, so it was over 100 then.
No, I took like about 200, like a total of 2 bottles, but an increments of the first bottle.
So total.
And then the second bottle was a full bottle.
So
How is he not picking throughout the first time we picked that, and he doesn't even know how to say alprazolam? Like, I feel like as a police officer, you should just have that kind of knowledge. Like, this should not be your first encounter with that word.
how many you think total between February and March?
Just about 200. Yeah.
Okay. So, well, Jada, they're interested in pursuing charges. It's going to be for
That's probably
theft
the
of
word.
controlled
Drug
substance.
theft? Yeah,
So,
theft of.
okay, we're
Am I
going to
going to
just.
jail?
I'm going to call the
Probably.
state's attorney to see if I can get felony approval, but usually it's only, crimes of, harm or something.
No.
Only violent crimes. So,
Okay, no harms or anything.
yeah, you didn't shoot anybody. That's the main thing.
No, I just need to know what.
Bro, you're providing a street dealer with drugs. There's not no harm done. I don't know why she's lying to herself like that.
What's going on? Because
Well, I'm going to take you to the New Lenox Police Department and make some phone calls to the state's attorney.
okay, what do I do about my car and stuff?
Well, I'll take you back here. Do you have any property here? Is there anything in the car that's stolen right now?
No. My purse is in the car though, but you can look through it.
Well, we can get
My
grab
ID
that.
and everything.
Yeah, we'll go to your car and grab that. Where
I
are your
don't
keys at?
know. I feel like she's taking this from like a perspective of like because you're admitting it, like, oh, everything's gonna be okay now because you're coming forward, which I guess is good, but that doesn't mean this is like okay.
My keys are. I don't have anything in the pharmacy. Everything is here with me. Not sure if you want to check my pockets.
Okay, just empty your pockets onto the.
Nothing else.
1099?
Nothing else in me. And my ID.
So yeah, how did you get the 30 pills out of there even? Like the 100 is crazy. How did you get the 30 out of there? Like you really keister those? I was joking.
No, you can put all that back in your. I was just making sure
Okay.
you can hold on to that. I'm gonna.
Do you have to take in my devices or anything?
I'm not gonna take it right now, but I'm gonna take it once I get to the PD and put it in a box, and I'm gonna give it all right back to you. But I'm gonna handcuff you and.
Oh, here.
This is some
This is
real
so
red. This is
embarrassing,
really
so embarrassing.
don't steal.
I know this is not.
Don't steal. Exactly, bro. Like what of course it's embarrassing. You shouldn't have done it in the first place.
Yeah, I know.
You knew it was a problem.
I'll grab your clipboard. Oh, you can make your drink here.
Yeah, like you're gonna just take your drink.
And if you could just put your hands behind your back. You want to put your watch in your pocket. I want to scratch that out.
South Frankfurt Terrace, 40 Smith Street, 40 Smith Street.
Damn, that's gotta be so embarrassing though.
And still, I
At
got
work,
double
getting
locked
handcuffed.
so it doesn't.
So they don't take it.
Frankfurt 37.
Well, what you said.
This is my first time ever doing this.
It's gonna be the last time too.
Oh,
Yes.
first. Sorry.
No problem. Okay.
I'll grab you.
Dude, this guy, he's taking forever to lock. I had to skip a little bit because this guy's just fumbling around with every single part of this.
I'm sorry, I'm just not
No
telling you
problem.
this.
Where's the locker?
It's right outside of the
Seems
door. It
older,
should be
too.
unlocked already. You don't have. You could just open it.
He should know what he's doing.
307 Suffolk.
Yep.
Ooh, the fact that there's just a
Open it.
raid can so prominently out in the office makes me really sketchy about this place.
307 Suffolk.
Yep. Where's the locker? Right over here.
It's right here at the bottom where it says J right here. It's already.
It's right here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. So.
Frankfurt unit speed by steps with
Okay, well, what are her charges gonna be if she's doing it like voluntarily? You know, is it
patient at
gonna be
this time.
better?
They think they have the bleeding control. They're going to be
I
in
mean, that's
room.
a lot of pills. I feel like that's the problem. Is the quantity? Oh, well, at least it's Walgreens.
Excuse me,
No one's
guys.
ever around. Or is it CVS?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab your purse.
No, it's Walgreens.
We'll put it. And I can go in there and grab this. I'm gonna leave all this in the car.
Yeah, I'm staying away from Walgreens because there's clearly a roach problem, and you got like stealing pharmacy managers.
I got your purse. We're gonna shoot over to the booking, get you processed, and get you out. All right?
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the clipboard.
What did they
Did
even
I get
get
it
her out?
here? Yeah, I'll put it right in.
Frankfurt 37.
Is she really not gonna have to do jail time?
Rock
for
and
this?
roll. Thank you, Sans. I locked it. I got your keys. I got your purse. You ever been arrested before?
No.
And yeah, I got to go to the PD. Since it's felony. What's that?
Are they? You said they are.
No, we're not going to take your car. No.
Because I know you
Just-
Edward White Young, Lincoln.
We just document everything. I went into it. You know, why did I go into it? This is her car. It's all on camera too. Everything's on camera. No, I'm not looking for that. I got everything
I think he's just lying to her.
I needed. You're being very cooperative, and I appreciate that. It's all going to be documented on my report. But you're going to have a court date. We'll get you set up. Yeah, I told you nothing's changed. Take it to the PD. I'm going to call the state attorney. They're going to give me felony approval, and then we're going to release you. It's not a violent crime. You know, they got that new Safety Act.
Yeah, bro, but you're still a felon, though. Like, yeah, you're gonna go home, not go to jail, but that doesn't mean you're not getting a felony right now.
3 years old now. That only the worst really go to jail now. You know, you're not, and you know, people who are in like domestic batteries. That's about it. So we're not worried about how fast we have to get you home.
Oh no, it's not that. I just want to know so I can let my parents know.
Oh no.
Bro, I feel like that makes me concerned, because then if only the bad of the bad are going to jail, so she could just be out just chilling, like in society like that. I feel like that's not really fair. If you, like, you should have to go to jail too if you do something that's against the law.
Yeah, we just have to, you know, fingerprint photograph. We got to call the state's attorney. I don't see more than 45 minutes.
That's wild.
I don't see that long.
45
right
minutes.
This way. You go inside this door and step to the right.
I mean, I guess getting caught actually is way worse, huh? Than admitting to it and everything.
You should know, Erin.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just like 60
Stewart
days
was
in.
taken into custody and transported to the New Lenox Police
45
Department,
minutes in.
where she was charged with
And
theft
patched
and
down.
possession of a controlled substance. Share your thoughts below, and please like and subscribe.
Theft and possession of a controlled substance, I feel like is still pretty bad. Did she ever get... Dude, that's why I don't like some of these channels, the like not Midwest Safety. They don't show all the charges and all the details and stuff. It's just like the ripped body cam from the state website or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, that was pretty good, I guess. What up, Vikzar? I hope I said that right. How you doing, brother?
On April 4th, police received a call from a man claiming his ex left their 3 children, ages 2, 6...
Oh, whoops. I just went... My bad. Alright, Uncovered. I've never seen this channel before either. I hope they do charges and shit like that. Doesn't seem as AI as the last one, but police finally give world's worst mother a reality check. This is the one I took the thumbnail for.
On April 4th, police received a call from a man claiming his ex left their 3 children, ages 2, 6, and 11, home alone overnight while she went out to party at a strip club. Officers arrive at the residence and call the reporter again before approaching the home.
Czar, love it. Will do. I'm chilling. I've been slacking the last few days, so I'm finally streaming right now, which is good. But it's got to be... I got to stop.
Hello?
Hello, this is Officer Moore on the Decatur Police Department. What is your basis on this call? Are you in contact? Are you near Lexi now, or what's going on?
I am not.
Yeah.
Okay, so where'd you hear this information from?
Social media
From social media.
and someone at work.
Are you able to tell me
put it together from
what these kids look like?
inside.
The 11-year-old has shorter hair just because it's curly.
Okay.
6-year-old has long straight hair, and 2-year-old is a boy. The 11 and 6-year-old are girls.
So, when did you and Lexi break up?
It's been like 3 or 4 days now after she pepper sprayed me and busted out my front window and hit a lamp over my head and won't get out.
It's a crazy baby mama situation.
Oh no, you're okay. It's okay. I promise you're okay. Can you see that on the police line?
That's really sad.
I can't leave you alone, hon. Somebody called in. Your mama's out of town.
No, she's not out of town.
That's what we were told. She's down in St. Louis, hon.
She's not out of town. She's nowhere near out of town.
Then where's she at? She needs to be here with you, hon.
She's close.
Okay, can you call her and get her here? Somebody called in, hon. You're not in trouble.
Are you Lexi?
Wow.
Are you Lexi?
She's like traumatized.
Okay, I will explain everything. We're talking to your kids downstairs. Come down here and just come
Yeah,
talk
I'm
to
trying
me.
to figure out because I know that I'm going through a domestic relationship and he wants me to leave. He just served a 5-day notice.
Okay, come on. Calm down.
This
Yes.
is weird.
Miss Alexis?
Why can't I?
You're good.
This is just.
I
I'm
understand.
really.
I'm on the same page you
This
are.
is weird.
I understand.
This shit is really like making me sad.
We're going to discuss it all. Your daughter
Is
is,
this-
obviously
oh,
holding
yeah,
your
this
little
is her.
one. If you want to have her come upstairs and talk to you,
Yes.
we'll talk there. But yes, she's right down in her closet.
Yes.
She's in freak out mode, which I understand.
Because this is scary for her. This is traumatizing for her.
100%. That's why I'm saying if you want to go down and make contact with her so she knows that you're here, and we'll explain.
I was trying to call her.
Go for it.
Y'all kicked the door in. And
No. We didn't kick the
yeah,
door
she
in, I
said
promise.
that y'all was coming in.
No, we didn't kick the door in, I promise.
Like I'm trying to figure it out.
Lexi, it's
I mean, the dude that called in sounded pretty reasonable. I feel like her whole approach is kind of weird here. Now it's just suspicious.
Officer Moreland. May I come in and talk to you? Sorry to scare you. I know that could have been really scary. We were just out there with flashlights. Where is the 6-year-old?
Really scary.
She's with my friend, which is also my mom. I dropped her off like around 7
So where were you at tonight?
tonight.
Yeah.
I was with my friend.
How long
We
were you?
literally just went to the gas
Why are they
station,
blurring
came
her
back.
now?
How long do you think you
We've been
left?
gone about an hour. I don't feel like it's been a tremendous amount of time. Also, I am
Where's
going
the
through a
daughter?
domestic dispute with this weird ass man named Atlin. This is his home. He served me this morning with a 5-day thing to disappear or
'cause
to
she's right there.
whatever, like
I'm
eviction notice or whatever. And so I posted on my Instagram that I was going to be dancing in St. Louis.
Okay. What's his last name?
I'm not,
You guys just take away from there. We're not
I'm
leaving
not
quite
getting
yet.
all my kids' information. What's going on right now?
I'm just trying to. So okay.
No, because y'all done busted in the house, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on and what grounds y'all have to be coming up in here.
Okay, how is this gonna take a turn? Because I'm on her side at the moment. Like, you guys, she actually has a pretty valid story.
The check.
With my kids in here.
Okay.
It's not a welfare check.
It is.
It's not.
Do you know
And
how
she
old
made
your
it there
kids
in
have to be?
seconds.
Okay, so we got an anonymous call
It's
saying
not
that
an anonymous call.
Are you-
That man called y'all
Miss
and
Scales.
tried to say that.
Miss Scales.
It's not.
Are you going to
anonymous.
keep talking over me? I'm not yelling at. I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to give that information to you,
It's
but
not-
you keep talking over me.
Y'all should explain before y'all came in here.
You weren't here.
Okay.
We definitely would have
she's here
explained
now.
that. And like your 11-year-old saw,
Literally called me and I came right here.
Totally
So
fine.
It took me not even, 15,
20
minutes
20
to get
minutes.
here?
I'm going to explain that. Why we're in here right now. I'm trying to
Alright, this
explain
is
that, but
weird.
you're giving me
Just
mad
start
energy.
explaining.
I'm
Well, I
trying to tell
don't
you.
want to go to jail and I don't want my kids to get taken. I've been through a lot of stuff. I have PTSD.
Okay,
and
I understand
going through
that.
this stuff is just weird to me.
I understand that.
I didn't expect this stuff.
Do you want me to explain?
At all.
Do you want me to explain?
Please do.
Okay, so we got.
Please do.
Okay. So we got an anonymous call saying that there were 3 young children here, 11, 6, and 2. Per state law, if someone's going to be left here with younger children, they have to be 14 years or older.
Right.
Even if they're by themselves, they have to be 14 years or older. So that gives us a basis. I got here, and totally fine. You were scared. You did what you thought was going to be a safety for your brother. That's brother, right?
Yes.
Okay,
And
well,
came
she's actually just
downstairs.
breaking the law.
We knocked. She came upstairs, kind of showed herself, and then went downstairs, and we weren't able to make contact. We made contact with the person who owns this house, and they said, hey, you can come either get a key or you could come walk in if it's unlocked. So we did. So we were walking through the house, making sure the kids were okay. That's all we're doing here. So for documentation purposes,
Okay.
if you would still let me have your children's name, that would be helpful for the investigation.
I just don't want to have prior dealings with DCFS. I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to get my kids' names because I don't feel like it's necessary.
Yeah, but you.
Because this is some small, minor stuff.
Okay.
This is some spiteful things.
All right, never mind. Never mind. So, this has taken a long time for it to even get to them, for them to respond to this issue. So, I mean, this she actually left them there for a long, and then it's clearly against the law for how old they are. So,
We're having relationship
and then she's
issues.
just gonna
How long you been with this guy?
Because it works for her.
Like 4 months.
Okay. How long?
Well, this time,
when did you move in here?
Like 2 months ago, I literally just moved down to Greenwood.
Okay. And you said you had some sort of bruising,
Yes.
and this is from him.
And it's covered up with makeup. This is from him.
Okay. How'd you get those?
What do you mean? We were fighting like 2 days ago.
Okay. Who?
And I was trying to leave, and he didn't want me to leave. That's why he left and took a bag of clothes and left me here. He also put
He said 4
a
or
pellet
5
gun
days.
right in my closet. I'm a felon. I have gun charges. So why would you leave that gun in here? You're gonna call the police and say that some weird shit, just like he just did just now.
Okay. What closet are we talking about?
My front, the
Well, and
top
there's
closet
gonna
that
be
we share a bedroom together.
A pellet gun in
He
there.
put it right by my shoes.
What is?
It's like a fully loaded. It looks like a shotgun.
Okay.
If y'all would have came in here and you know what I'm saying? It
Okay.
would have been a whole different story.
What's his last name?
His last name is Stevens with a PH. Atlen, Atlen. He's a white man with red hair.
So what Circle K? Do you know in South Shores? Which one are you talking about? The one on Oakland and Eldo?
It's South Shores. This is what he put on my door today. Well, his door. And it says termination of lease, but he's not my landlord. We live together. And it says that I
Yeah,
owe
but if you're on the lease,
$0 to 1930, whatever. And if you have 5 days to leave, or if you don't pay this amount, whatever. He filled all this out. This is his handwriting. He taped this on my door today.
Okay, so
His door.
He owns the house, and then you're in the house.
in regards to that, he has to go down to the courthouse and evict you through the court. Okay.
He hasn't, though.
Okay, so that holds
But
no
I have
basis.
no problem leaving.
Okay.
But whenever we had the little disagreement or whatever the case may have been, he didn't talk to me about nothing.
How long
He
do
didn't
you
say
guys been
wanted-
dating?
Like 6 months. I
Okay.
haven't been here that long.
And you guys don't have any kids together?
No,
Okay, how often do you leave the kids by themselves?
I don't.
Okay, so this is not.
I don't leave
You
my kids by
just did.
themselves.
Okay, so clearly there's some stuff going on between you and your guy.
Yes.
Um,
And that's what it is. It is a weird ass domestic situation. He's bitter. He's mad because things aren't going his way. And I understand that he wants me out, but this is not the way to go about it. Jeopardizing my children. I'm in nursing school.
Yeah, but that's
I'm about to go
separate.
I'm going to be an LPN. Having all this stuff, he knows that.
When did this occur? What day?
Probably the second is when we got to arguing. I was out there doing yard work.
You know
with my
around
daughter,
what time?
planting flowers. No, I don't know around what time.
Like, was it daylight? Was it night?
It was daylight. I was out there with my daughter doing yard work.
Did
Like I said.
she go to school?
Yeah, she's a kindergartner.
Bro,
We were
none of
planting
this,
the flowers.
like, it doesn't even matter what she says. Like, this whole story doesn't matter because you left them alone. Like, they wouldn't have been here when you weren't there.
Left out, came in here, grabbed my keys, grabbed the phone. My daughter ended up leaving her phone in here. So that's the point of where I was trying to get back in the house. He was not trying to let me back in the house. And that's when the window ended up getting broken on accident because I was trying to get in and he wasn't trying to let me in. I did not break the window. I don't know how the window got broken. I don't know if he was trying to keep me out and I was trying to get in. Whatever. The window got broken. He ended up letting me back in to get my daughter's phone and I left. And that was it. He put my stuff outside in the rain.
And you didn't call 911
I did not call 911. He called 911.
that day?
Yes.
I do have. So I
Well,
talked.
then it really seems like you are the one who broke the window and scared him to call 911. I mean, this is just ridiculous. She's just a crazy. Well, it's not. Luckily, not his baby mama, but crazy lady that happens to have kids. I guess.
Talked to some
I don't know
people
what
on
you call
shift
that.
and
Still a
my
baby
command,
mama.
and I do have to issue a notice to appear for leaving the kids here. Okay. So I have to read this to you, and then I'll need you to sign it. You are hereby notified and directed to appear in courtroom 1 of the Macon County Courthouse on the 16th day of April of 2026 at 9 a.m. to answer for the charges being filed against you, endangering the life of a child. Further, you may default in your name and
Oof. Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's gonna look really bad on your record.
driver's license information given to the Illinois Secretary of State. This is just receipt saying that you know you were being charged and will go to this court date.
If I refuse to sign, am I going to jail?
No, you will not be. You don't have to sign it, but
I'm not going to sign it.
all right.
The suspect is given a court date and
Should've
allowed
heard
to
what he
stay
was
with her
gonna
children
say.
for
He
the
said
night.
but.
Officers then head to the caller's worksite, where they arrest him for domestic battery.
So you said you had screenshots of that stuff?
It's just on social media. I can show you real quick.
Yeah. Do you know the club's name?
The O.
The
It
O?
goes to a couple different ones though. There's bottoms up. There's the O.
Okay.
There's a few.
You said there was a post of her coming back?
On her way. That was her saying she's going there. And this was her leaving the house.
Bro, whatever
not in
state
her car.
this is, I
You
would
guys
not
saw
wanna
the
live
Cadillac
the
was
way
still
they
there.
do this shit.
I didn't see a Cadillac, but what do you mean, like, so keep playing it?
This is not across the street from my house. She's already gone.
So are you guys dating or something, or what's the...
So we were, right?
Okay.
We went out.
How long had you guys been dating?
Not even 6 months.
And then how long has she had lived... That's your house?
It's my house, yeah.
How long has she lived there?
Just over 30 days, so technically she has residency. I gave
Okay.
her the 5-day notice today, and I plan on turning in.
She's lived there for more than 30 days?
Yeah, so technically she has residency.
So how much over 30 days? Are we talking 3 months? Are we talking about...
Definitely not 3 months.
Okay.
Not even 2 months.
Do you know
Maybe
what
a
date?
month and a half.
Okay, a month and a half. And then are you guys currently together?
No. No, we broke up the other day when she busted my front window out, pepper sprayed me, and busted a lamp over my head. And
Okay.
then left.
Do you have injury from the lamp hitting you?
I still got some soreness right here, but there's no marks anymore. I heal fast, unfortunately.
Okay. She pepper
Again,
sprayed
that was a weird blur.
Dude,
That
hit you
didn't
with a
make any
lamp.
sense.
What day did that happen? Did you?
I believe everything he's saying.
What was that? Was that the 31st?
I think so. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Tuesday? I think that was the
Pretty sure it
31st.
was 31st.
You had an officer, a little short white guy come out there and talk to you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
You
saw.
go replace officer with short white guy coming out there. Like, that's just
I didn't file any charges, but something did happen that
taking
day.
a shot.
Okay, and you.
When I called, she left with the kids. She busted me over the face with the lamp and then told her daughter to call the cops. And I'm like, for what? I didn't do anything to you. You're hitting me. So I called so I could have someone as a witness for me. As I hate to bring stuff like this into it, but as a pale skinned guy, if I hit somebody, you would see it on my hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did another incident happen after that?
Okay, that was kind of an odd comment because he didn't want to say because I'm white, I guess.
It was just a really long incident, honestly. She just wouldn't like calm down. She had been drinking it. We had both had a couple drinks.
Yeah.
She kind of was going a little crazier than me.
When did it all start though that night?
Probably like 5 p.m. somewhere in there.
Okay.
It was going on for like hours.
And she only got physical with you?
Yeah, I refused to put my hands on. I don't even put my hands on guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just walk away.
Okay. Unfortunately, at this time, I'm gonna have you put you under arrest. Okay. So turn around, place your hands behind your back.
Ask why.
Yes, for
I'm not refusing.
Yes, for domestic battery.
Because I got hit.
I'm
just confused.
I'll explain further once we get this done. Okay. Hands behind your back.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. They have no reason to do that at all. Like, why are we coming to arrest him with zero evidence? Like, yeah, she has a bruise, but we're not going to look into, like, how that even happened at all.
Anything that's going to stick me...
And it looks like we're lagging super hard, so my apologies for that.
Poke me or hurt me?
That pocket is just a phone. My back pocket is my wallet. I think that's the only thing in that pocket.
Probably sit down.
This is me under arrest?
Yes.
Okay. I just squeeze in here?
Yep.
If you want to head out here, Dave, yeah, I can come handle that.
I feel like a guy being this compliant, just you gotta hear him out. I mean, we can't just throw him in the car like that.
The suspect faces charges for child endangerment, while her partner faces charges for domestic battery. No information about their pleas or sentencing has been made available to the public. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And
Damn, well, it really sucks if I don't get to figure out, like, what happened. That's super lame. That was a really good video, though. I'm actually really interested to know what happened. I hope that guy's not, like, gonna get charged for that. And then looks like I'm lagging super hard, so looks like an okay time for a pee break. I'll be right back. All right. Looks like it's getting a little bit better, the lag, but it's still pretty bad. Either way. Midwest crime, the next one. How a call about kids drinking turned deadly.
I look like your bro, and you better treat me with respect.
Okay.
Because you're gonna piss me off real quick.
Does he have a warrant for his arrest too?
I'm 17.
What?
Oh, that's a terrible. I was gonna say, I feel like you shouldn't get offended by people, even if it's like a young, especially if it's a young kid calling you bro. I feel like it's totally normal.
Began as a routine investigation into reports of juveniles consuming alcohol in a public park.
Well, that's
Quickly
pretty bad.
escalated into a foot chase and shooting. The teen's family expressed skepticism toward the Findlay Police Department's account of the incident.
Until the release of the body-worn
Being
camera
17,
footage.
drinking at the park is pretty bad.
You got a report that you guys were drinking alcohol.
Oof, who snitched, bro? How would anyone know?
Is that what we have?
They're looking
Or
around
you just
too.
put in your
I would
pocket?
wonder who did.
Hey.
Are they? Well, you might as well put that out.
Can't have that either, brother.
I'm not supposed to have that either, right?
Damn.
What are you gonna hand me?
Damn, the twofer.
One of those, or yeah?
Damn, it was probably gonna be a fun time too. That sucks.
How old are we?
17. I'm 13, but I just got here.
Well, you're here now, so
13? That kid's 13.
Yeah. I literally just got here. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I was just told to pull up here.
Okay.
By my friend that's not even here. So,
Well, you're here now, aren't you?
yeah.
With a bunch of
By the friend that's not even here. That part I feel like blew the whole story up, bro.
alcoholic beverages, right?
For sure that I wasn't drinking.
Okay. Well, you're still here, so you're still not leaving.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
don't
you're.
care if I, bro.
License, if you have them.
That's why he runs.
I got no license.
Oh, you're asking a 13-year-old for his license? Come on, man. Wake up a little bit.
I mean, they were out in plain as view. I could tell from the cars I pulled up what they were. Jesus Christ. Huh?
We apologize for that.
I don't know what you're saying, man.
I said we apologize for that.
Okay. So speak up to me like an adult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, not to be rude.
So
I
do
mean,
you have a
the kid-
license? Do you have a license?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you're coming up on, dude, they're children. I feel like they're going to be a little apprehensive when an officer is talking to them. It's probably the first time they've ever interacted with police this way.
Start with you then. What's your name? You said you're 17. Where do you go to school?
What a lame.
Where do you live at? Get one of your parents on the phone.
I mean, not like he's supposed to let them get away with it, you know? But, like, be cool about teaching them that this is wrong, you know? You don't have to be an asshole about it.
Do it. You better figure something out. Now you. You're 17 too.
16.
16. It's pretty obvious why. Shut up. What grade are you in?
Senior.
He's claiming he just pulled up.
He really did.
Bro, we can literally call my mom right now. She knows that I just left.
Don't call me bro.
Sorry.
No, look at me.
But
Bro, I did changes it even though, because he's 13. And then you're going to try to correct a 13-year-old about his, like, even the parents probably can't do that shit. Like, one time and make it, you know? Like, come on.
Do I look like your bro?
no.
Okay. Be respectful.
Okay, but sir.
What am I supposed to... Paint this picture for me, okay? I pull up, and there's 3 of you sitting here with alcoholic beverages underneath the table that you all have access to. Okay? I'm not saying I'm going to charge you, but you're going to at least get identified.
Okay, that's.
And you better
that's
treat me
fine.
with respect.
Okay.
Because you're going to piss me off.
Bro, what is with the power trip, though? Like, he called you sir. He changed it up right away from bro to sir. Like, you're not going to even acknowledge that? Like, you're not acknowledging any effort he's taking to show respect to you.
Quick.
Okay.
You got me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You think I'm tough? Wait till you see Judge Johnson.
I've been on probation. I know it.
Yeah, then
How's a 13-year-old been on purpose? I don't understand.
you really won't
I don't
like
want to live here, whatever place this
So you
is.
better relax.
I asked him a simple question. I didn't need the reaction.
Can you get a hold of one of your parents?
I don't have a
Oh, my pastor.
You don't have a phone? Do you have a phone number at all?
Yes.
I know her phone number.
Yeah.
Wow, turn
Is it just you?
I don't understand how this.
Sir. You want me to call my mom? I don't have it. I'm in 8th.
You don't have her number?
Where's
You
an
have a
8th
number
grade
for her at
drink?
all?
My mom.
Don't just leave them
Put
there.
that in my pocket. Roll up. What's that? I've seen him before stuff where he may have very well rolled up. I don't know. But
That's pretty bad if a cop recognizes you. I mean, you just have way too much contact with them.
I'll give him a second to see if he can contact mom.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my aunt. See if she's with her.
All right. Is your mom at home or stepmom at home? Okay.
She should be.
Should be.
Hello, is mom home?
Hello,
Where's your mom?
my mom.
Hmm?
At work.
Oh, just go. Hello?
Oh, what are you gonna do about it?
Right here. So please, I want to talk.
Hello?
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Hold on. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, what's going on?
Yes, ma'am. This is Findlay, Ohio Police Department. How are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm out here, I believe, with your son.
Okay.
They were called in for drinking here between him and a young
Bro, I feel like it's... I don't know.
female, so he's going to be placed under arrest tonight for that and taken to the Findlay, Ohio Police Department where he will need to be...
Okay, Ohio. I was gonna say I don't know exactly where Finley is, but
Up.
Ohio I definitely know where he lives.
Does he have a
The adult
warrant for his arrest too?
I'm 17.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you can still get arrested.
The police called his father and said that they...
Said what? You cut out there.
Why are you crying?
It didn't connect or disconnected.
Oh, my hotspot turned off. Not bad.
Damn, he don't even have service. He's using a hotspot. She probably realized how, because she knew how bad this was gonna go. Whoever that is.
Honestly, I have a question. Instead of taking me to the jail, can you take me to the hospital?
Why? What's up?
Because I need mental help. That is what's wrong with me, and
Okay.
I'm.
Well, we can talk about that, all right? But this is what's going to happen first, okay? And then we can talk about what else is going on. All right? I'm not going to deny you that,
Bro,
okay?
I feel like I'm just like locked in on like just watching this because it's like I can't even imagine how somebody who's 13 is like involved with shit like that. It's so early, like it's crazy. But probably not so much nowadays, but for me that's crazy. And then like even being 17 with a warrant, like when and then your mom's aware that you have a warrant, you know, like damn, like there must be a lot of other shit going on too.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
And I haven't even got to that, but we have to at least do this part first. Okay?
And then
So,
throw her thing on top.
Are you two telling me was just you two?
Yes.
Are you agreeing with that statement?
Hello?
Are you going to pay attention to me?
My mom's.
Okay.
Sorry, so what's going on? Sorry, it was disconnected.
Yeah, it's okay. Your son's going to be at the Findlay, Ohio Police Department where you can come get him.
For today, or is he gonna stay the night?
No, you have to come get him at some point here tonight. Give me about half hour, 40 minutes or so to process the paperwork.
Okay, is that the only thing that he's arrested for? What
Yes.
else, is he charged for?
For consuming alcoholic beverages and being a juvenile.
Okay.
And then I think he had a nicotine thing on him, but he would just get a citation for that.
Okay. All right.
I don't know who's who with the blurring, so I don't know if it's like a friend or like this chick. Like, I'm not sure.
Okay. And do you have his social security number as well, or do you know it?
Do you need a copy, or can I just find a picture of it?
A picture will work.
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, that was him that ran. I thought it was the younger kid that ran. Oh my god. Oh, huh? Gunshots.
I don't know where he went.
Who pulled the gun first?
Stay the
What the
down.
fuck?
Stay the down. I got him at gunpoint.
Oh, he hit him.
You got him.
Did he have
Throw
a
the gun out, man.
Oh, he did.
You're gonna get shot again. Throw the gun out. Throw the gun. Dude, throw it.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
Throw the gun now.
Yeah, I mean, that's I mean, that's just bad.
At least one. He has some blood on his head, too.
Oof. It said at least one. Oh, man. Poor dude, man. 17. That's crazy.
You got clean gloves? I got
And then how do you also have a gun on you too? Like, that's just so bad. There's too many things, dude. And they're literally just kids. That's so fucking sad.
The teenager was identified as 17-year-old Calvin Darafeth.
Wow.
After being shot, he was transported to Blanchard Valley Hospital before being airlifted to ProMedica Toledo Hospital, where he was pronounced dead the following day. An autopsy determined that Darafeth...
Bro, those sounds, when you start making those sounds, that's how you know it's like some traumatic... I feel like I've talked about it on a couple different streams, but no, that's some traumatic ass shit. When your body just starts making that involuntary, like, groaning noise.
Is a numb on his leg.
Yeah.
You don't need to kill him. This is not a war.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they knew they hit him. Maybe they didn't know they hit him because it was really far away. It was a chase. Like, it was a whole thing. But, I mean, the dude ran and he had a gun on him. And at one point, he turned around and shot. Otherwise, the cops would not have just started shooting at him. Like, I don't know. How did they not search him, though? Pat him down and find that he has a gun immediately? Like, how did that get missed? I feel like that would be the main concern.
Just over a month before the fatal incident. Ballistics testing also confirmed that all 5 9mm shell casings recovered from the scene were fired from his handgun.
So that was him that turned around and just started lighting off shots. Like, I don't know what you thought that was going to even do. Like, that clearly just sealed your fate. I don't know. Honestly, like, stupid because he's a kid, but, you know, kids are stupid. So, that's incredibly sad. I didn't expect that one to go so dark. But damn. It was intense. All right, and then I have a few more. I'm going to take one more little break and see. It looks like the quality's back up now, so the dropped frames or whatever. But yeah, I'm going to give it another minute because that actually helped a whole lot last time. I don't know if it's related or not, but I'm going to go pee and get water. So give me a sec. All right. Now we got another one for Bodycam Pro. I know this one doesn't do the charges, so I'm not going to be upset about it, but like a baseline level of upset about that. Anyway, when the kitchen gossip leads to an arrest.
Hello, how you doing? How are you, sir? What's going on? So, from hearsay from employees, we heard there was a drug deal that went down with one of our dishwashers in Salad Prep. Sold them like $150 worth of fake meth.
Whoa, right off rip.
This is all hearsay.
Yeah.
This is all coming from employees. But again,
just word of mouth?
Yes. But again, somebody uttered the phrase that the one guy had a gun. And if he's got a gun on his person, I really don't want to address the situation. Normally, I'd be like, you got a drug deal in my parking lot, what's wrong with you? I'm going to fire your boat. If he's got a gun, I really don't want to address a situation like that at all.
Which we were just about to pull one of those gentlemen into the office to
at least he thought about
write him up for something that happened the other day.
Good thing.
If you want, we can go back there.
Wait, huh?
Went into the office to write him up for something that happened the other day.
if you want, we can go back there. I can.
All right, so he's already a bad employee, and then now he's just a bad employee with a gun, so they can't confront him. Is this what, Sonny's? I've never heard of Sonny's.
There's asked a few lines if I've had enough weapons. Check him out that way. If he's good to go, then you guys can handle your business there. Is that what you want?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually going to the store and they called me.
All right, here's the deal. There's a bunch of hearsay saying this guy's selling drugs back there, dishwasher guy. They said he's got a gun on him, supposedly. They want to bring him to the office, have a talk to him.
Yeah, basically.
Don't feel comfortable to do that if he has a gun on him. So I'm that.
Talk about the game of telephone. Like, is there not a better way to relay information? This is literally the game telephone.
We're approaching, just, they tell him not to reach for anything, make sure he doesn't grab or anything like that. Ask me if I must have enough weapons. And this is a consensual encounter, right? Pretty much, yeah.
Now this guy's
again, rough crowd, hearsay, but
yeah, other people the same thing.
But this is like helpful.
Copyright music.
I'm gonna get everybody else.
What's his name?
His name is Zach.
Zach?
Yeah, he's tall, skinny kid.
Okay.
Okay, get to where there's no music, please. Get to where there's Thank you.
Hello. Hey, Zach. Is it? Your name's Zach? Okay. You're not in any trouble or anything, alright? That's all you know. Is there,
Did we
Hello. Hey, Zach. Is it? Your name's Zach? Okay. You're not in any trouble or anything, alright? That's all you know. Is there, can we talk to you for a second? There's somewhere we can go back here.
Okay, now is this the guy that bought meth or sold meth? And are we gonna fire the guy that bought the meth also? Like, we should just get rid of both of them.
I just want to talk to you. So I'll be honest with you. Someone said that you have a gun on you. Do you have a gun on you? Was that? Okay, do you have a concealed weapons permit? No? Alright. You're not in trouble right now. I'm just going back here, okay? Alright, don't reach for anything, okay? Alright, put your hands on the floor.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about getting it.
At least put your hands on the wall, okay? Alright, where's it at? Just tell me where it is, okay? I'm gonna grab it.
So I have gym shorts on, but they have a zipper. It's in the right side.
Gym shorts have a zipper.
It's on your side. Alright. But you're not under arrested. I'm just detained. They expire on your back. Hold on.
Yeah.
You're just detained, alright?
Dirty.
Yeah, I know what this means. Can I at least make a phone call?
1 second, alright? You're not under arrest, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is just for safety.
Yeah, but eventually he's gonna it doesn't work, bro. He knows he's going to jail.
Step outside so they don't see.
Yeah.
Probably found
Is
that
this outside?
non-permitted weapon.
I'm gonna let dispatch know.
I have a belt on, so that's what I was trying to say.
I got you.
Much easier outside.
Is it loaded?
There's rounds in it, but it's not loaded. No.
Okay. Just wanted to get it off here real quick before we start talking to you, alright? Just make us feel more comfortable. I'm gonna read you some of your rights, alright, real quick?
Wait, if I'm not under arrest, then why are you reading?
I always do it.
Yeah, before questioning.
Just in case if it leads to something. Before we ask any, how do you get this belt off? Don't reach for it.
Bro, you should want to know the right to remain silent before you get arrested as well.
Alright, so you gotta
pull the other side out?
Yeah. Because it has these stains on it.
Alright, what are we doing? What are we just...
You have the right to consult an attorney before speaking to the police and to have an attorney present during questioning hour in the future. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you before any
He knows Miranda, bro. Come on.
Talk to us now.
The fact that he's reading it off the card, I feel like that always shows a cop that doesn't know his shit. Like, I'm not going to be able to recite the whole damn thing for you, but I ain't no cop.
Alright, man, this is your chance to...
Y'all should do that, like, several times a day, no? Do they not arrest somebody every day? I would imagine that they do.
Walk away. I got it. Hold on.
That's a really tiny gun, too. like never seen this gun before. Seems like he doesn't.
Okay, so it was a consensual encounter. Went up to him in the kitchen. They said there was some words going around. Hearsay saying he had a gun on him. Did a drug deal in the parking lot. They wanted
calling it a consensual encounter is kind of wild. Here we go with the telephone game. It just continues.
Just pull him in the office. They said they just didn't feel comfortable talking to him if he had a gun on him. So I went up to him. I was like, hey man, I just want you to know, for that you're not in trouble or anything. Just want you to know, I want to ask, do you have a gun on you? There's words saying around that you have a gun on you. I said, yes, I do. I said, yeah, we can see weapons for him. No, I do not. Okay. So then, brought him.
Alright, so
Out here, secured the gun.
Let's run the gun.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and run a CH on him too.
I mean, no shit. I mean, do we need to have somebody like relay the next? I feel like there just needs to be a better operational like way that this happens. Like this is so inefficient. Should you not know what to do as the cop? Like to run the gun. Immediately find out if that thing is stolen or not. Like what the fuck? Like what kind of a let's decide to do the thing that we're supposed to fucking do every time.
See if he is a convicted felon.
No shit.
Let's confirm that he does not have a concealed weapons permit.
He said he doesn't.
Dispatch, just
got it.
Cross our T's and dot our I's.
I don't know. I was about to say, like, it's okay if this guy's like training, right? This guy's being like, okay, this is what I think we should do, and I'm running it by the guy who's standing here. If that's right, I would understand that. But that's clearly not the case because he just said, "Oh, well, he just told me it wasn't." Like, yeah, we'll still run the fucking thing. Do the paperwork the way you're supposed to do. This happens the same way every time. Why are we being selective about how it goes down? Like they choose what charges to go on and everything. It shouldn't be like that.
Guys, I had dispatch check that as well. And then if not, I'm sure he's probably going to be fired after today.
No shit.
And then we take him for probably carrying a concealed weapon.
No shit. Okay. The fact that needed to be a conversation is great.
Can I grab my car real quick?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have to go tell this motherfucker right over here the same thing, and it's the game of telephone.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
Alright, cool.
I don't know, man. It just feels messy. Like I really feel like the criminals have it set up better than the cops do.
The drive-thru's right here, so be careful.
Have we checked his pockets?
Not yet. I just secured the weapon.
Surprise!
I just secured the gun.
Alright, go ahead.
Still haven't checked his pockets, and we've been standing out here for 20 minutes.
Yeah. He's gonna be 10-15.
Yeah.
I go 40 inches. That meal's gonna be 10-15.
And you got several dudes out here. You couldn't have one person. I don't know, man. Like, come on. This whole thing feels sloppy as hell. Am I being like picky or what?
Alright, Zachary, you got anything on you that can kind of poke any of us?
No, but I do have a dab pen.
A dab pen? Anything illegal in it or?
No,
Turn around, face the wall. Wax. You have a medical marijuana card?
No, it's not on.
All kinds of things he's just not supposed to have on him.
You said I wasn't going to go.
I had 20 feet left.
So what that's that?
Concealing or conceal firearm without concealing weapons.
Can you, like, loosen this right close?
Face the wall. When we're done. Alright.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to call my mom.
These are just your headphones?
Yes, sir.
All this stuff is going with you. You're not taking any of this stuff. I'll pop this off you. Alright, for all this, I'm going to put it in a Ziploc. You're actually going to sign it over, alright? And we're going to get a signature.
And then he leaves too much of like the processing part in the video. I feel like we get it. Like they're taking his belongings, and it's so slow. It's so painfully slow.
What's that?
Dale, the other person. It's my stepdad. She probably don't have service.
He's selling drugs to his stepdad.
This is Dale.
Dale?
Hello?
Hey, I'm getting arrested.
For what?
Carrying a concealed firearm.
Carrying a concealed firearm.
Got you. I'll go figure.
Alright, well, we gotta.
No, we can't do anything.
Alright, you're going to Lake County Jail. Anything else you need to tell him?
I'm going to Lake County.
Alright, we love you.
Well, this has certainly happened before. They know the drill.
Your bag's not worse. Look, alright. There's a shelf, right? And next to the lockers is hanging right behind the shelf.
What does it look like?
It's like pinkish. Like, it's got like.
Is it a drawstring or is it a backpack
No,
or what?
it's like a backpack.
Does it look? Is it small?
No. Like, it's a backpack.
Like a school book bag.
Not a school book bag, but a backpack.
I saw one, but it looked like it belonged to a woman.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Hey, all right.
Can I pull up my pants a little bit?
Man, I don't know. This is sad, dude. I feel kind of bad for the guy, but it's like make better choices, but then also like I don't know. Every part of this just feels like I wouldn't want to live wherever this is too. Like all these body cam things make me realize like that place where that body cam comes from, I don't want to live there. Like if that's what the police have to deal with, I don't want to be like the person who runs into that when the police aren't there, because they never even want to be dealing with this shit either. Like you don't have to be passionate about, you know, the law and shit, but have a little bit more enjoyment in your job, you know? I don't know. I think that's why the superhero movies are so interesting or whatever, because they at least like act like they're having fun while they're doing it. Like if it was just like a obligation the entire fucking time, like you wouldn't even want to watch.
I'm gonna go put that stuff in the Ziploc. Thank you.
I mean, they shouldn't. I don't know. Whatever. This is just silly. It's just meth, bro. So they're just like straight up gonna throw you in the car. Like you can't be fucking around with meth.
No, so here's the deal, because the firearm is technically used in the commission of a crime, right? Because you have it on your person, you're being charged with carrying a concealed firearm, all right? So we keep it until after court's over with. If court says, hey, he can have it back, then we give it back to you. If court says no, that you guys keep it.
Because I'm facing felony charges.
Well, then if that's the case, and if you get convicted with it, then you don't get the gun back.
Why the fuck would you even think that you're gonna get the gun back in any situation? You're not registered to have it, so you can't get it back.
Okay. Go get
or you may be registered to have it, but carrying it, you're not. And if you're caught carrying it, then it goes away. That's fair. Like, you shouldn't have it. You have it. That's the problem. It's the same with the stripper lady. Like, yeah, your life's hard and stuff, but you got to do things the right way.
Your car.
As annoying as that is.
Can you do some automatic cuff like this? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, have him turn his hand around.
I ain't running. If I was gonna run, I would have been
It's not you.
It seems like the hope is gone. Like he's not even keeping the act up anymore. Like he's not gonna run.
Yeah.
Layson, you got another set of handcuffs?
Bro, and this is all to loosen the right cuff. Like, oh my god, bro, everything is so inefficient. Like, terrible. Still doing it.
You want me to do that? No, we will. Okay. I just want to make sure. Yeah. All right.
Throw him in the car and then don't show me the charges because this channel isn't all that amazing. God damn. Oh.
But I need to go up there and get my check.
Oh, or was I tripping? This one does.
All right. Call us. We'll come out here.
Substance.
Oh, that's it. Just what he was charged with, not like how long and stuff. Okay, that's lame. Well, the cops tell me that. Never mind. I was right. Okay. Well, that was interesting. All right. Then I have two more disturbing ones, and then I'm probably gonna not do that one. I have two more disturbing videos with both chilling scares, and they're both kind of short, so won't be too crazy. 4 most disturbing moments caught on live stream footage. Chilling scares.
6th of August 2018, the gaming bar Good Luck Have Fun in Jacksonville, Florida was holding a Madden NFL tournament. It was day 2 of the competition and the venue was packed with over 150 competitors and spectators filling the space. The whole thing was also being streamed live on Twitch to a global audience. Unbeknownst to everyone watching, the live stream was about to come to a sudden, tragic end. At around 1:30 p.m., an armed man entered the building out of nowhere and opened fire into the crowd. The live camera feed just happened to cut to full-screen gameplay just a second before the incident, but viewers could still hear the gunshots ringing through the crowded room. Inside the bar, everything descended into chaos within seconds. Some players dropped their controllers and tried to find cover under the small tables, while others tried to make their way to the exits. Unfortunately, it was a small venue with equipment and clutter everywhere, making it near impossible to get out quickly. Luckily, the firefighters union was training in the area when the attack happened, allowing them to reach the site in just 2 minutes after the first 911 call at 1:34 p.m. They provided critical first aid to the victims who managed to escape the building, but they couldn't go inside to look for more survivors. They were completely unarmed, and while the shooting had stopped by then, the suspect was likely still inside. Fortunately, the police arrived just a few minutes later. They began sweeping the building.
Is it too much to have like EMTs and stuff be armed? Like, is that not like and be trained minimally to like shoot targets? Like, is that not like a decent idea? I feel like that's always in shows too, where they pull up and they beat the police there, but they can't do shit, you know, because we just know how to help people that are dying. We can't stop you from, you know, the threat.
Immediately to find and apprehend the attacker before he caused any more harm. By the time officers reached the tournament venue, however, he was no longer breathing. Inside, officers found the remains of 3 people, 2 of which belonged to the victims, 22-year-old Elijah Clayton and 27-year-old Taylor Robertson. The third person in the room was the attacker, who turned his weapon on himself after committing the crime. However, what surprised investigators even more was when they ran an ID check on him and discovered who he was. As it turned out, the attacker was 24-year-old David
one of the guys that was in the game, that was playing with them?
Katz, a professional Madden player who was competing in the same tournament just 5 minutes before the incident.
He was a pro Madden player and he like snapped like he was tilted that hard?
This left investigators wondering how the situation got out of control so quickly. But the more they learned about David, the more it all made sense. He was born as the second son of a highly educated and stable family. His father, Richard, was a NASA engineer, while his mother, Elizabeth, worked as a toxicologist for the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Unfortunately, David suffered from mental health issues ever since he was just 9 years old, which became a major point of contention between his parents. Elizabeth wanted to give him antipsychotic medication like Risperdal, while Richard was completely against the idea. This disagreement became one of the reasons behind their divorce in 2007, when David was just 14 years old. His custody was granted to Elizabeth, and that's where everything went wrong. David spiraled out of control after the divorce and locked himself in his room. He missed long stretches of school, and when he did attend, he stayed quiet and avoided interacting with his classmates. Instead, he spent most of his time playing competitive games like Madden in his room, which later paved the way for a professional career. However, his mental health also kept getting worse during this time. He was prescribed antidepressants by a psychiatrist and was also sent to mental health facilities on 2 different occasions. And unfortunately, he didn't have the best time living with his mother either, with him even sending a handwritten letter to a judge to request a change of custody after his 16th birthday, stating, "Today is my birthday and I'm turning 16 years old. I live with my mom and have been wanting to live with my dad. My mom is pretty crazy. She's called the police on me about 20 times for pretty much nothing, like coming home a little late or something. She also gets drunk and starts yelling at me and poking me and doesn't leave me alone and always takes my stuff."
Poking me? That's kind of odd. Even at 16, that's a little bit weird.
"Because she feels like it. She has twice sent me to mental hospitals and once to a wilderness therapy program for no significant reason. I also can never talk to her anymore because I hate her more than anything in the world." All of these problems left David with deep-seated mental health issues that persisted as he became an adult. He came across as extremely standoffish and rarely got along with other pros in the competitive Madden community. His relationship with Elijah was especially bad, with the 2 often clashing with each other at tournaments. Elijah also posted David's Madden strategy guide online for anyone to download for free, which only made David feel more resentful. This all came to a head.
That's kind of dark, though.
On August 26, 2018, when, after losing to Elijah, David stormed out of the building and returned a few minutes later with his firearm. David had brought his guns with him on the trip, so it's unclear if the attack was premeditated or a spontaneous reaction to the loss. One thing that was clear, however, was that Elijah was his primary target. Viewers of the live stream even saw a laser hitting Elijah's chest moments before David opened fire. Besides Elijah and Taylor, David injured 10 other people during the attack. Fortunately, none of these other victims' injuries were fatal, and they all managed to survive without any lasting physical harm.
That's horrible, though. Wow. What a tilt, though. That guy really snapped. That's crazy. Those quiet ones.
The Katmai National Park in Alaska is home to dozens of strategically placed cameras to observe the local brown bear population. Feed from these cameras is also live streamed on the internet, mainly for education and entertainment. Viewers tune in to watch bears compete for the best fishing spots and get ready for hibernation. But in September 2023, one of these live streams ended up serving a much greater purpose. On the 5th of September, the camera mounted on the peak of Dumpling Mountain showed a man emerging from the dense fog. He was likely a hiker who had climbed the mountain earlier that day, but had become lost and stranded due to extreme weather. And it wasn't looking good. He was soaked to the bone and was visibly shivering with each step. However, with the little strength he had left, he approached the camera and said something into its mic. It was extremely windy, making his words almost impossible to hear. Fortunately, the one word viewers were able to make out was the most important one. Viewers contacted Explore.com, the company that operates these wilderness
How would you even pick up on that? Like, I feel like
cameras, prompting an immediate search and rescue mission for the hiker. But here's the thing, this whole incident was nothing short of a miracle. It was already incredibly lucky that the hiker spotted the camera in the dense.
I was gonna say, bro, the likelihood of that is absolutely insane on
fog.
so many levels.
But not only was this camera live streaming the footage on the internet, it also had 19 live viewers. He could have easily missed the camera entirely, or the live stream could have had no viewers, since there wasn't that much happening on the mountain at the time. And if that were the case, the chances of him surviving would have been close to zero. First was the threat of hypothermia. Even in September, temperatures on Dumpling Mountain can drop to near freezing, especially when accompanied by wind and driving rain. Being wet was also a death sentence, as water strips body heat 25 times faster than air. If he was somehow able to keep moving despite these limitations, he faced the second risk, the terrain. The slopes of Dumpling Mountain are steep, rocky, and in this instance, wet and slippery. One wrong step in the fog could have resulted in him falling down a ravine and possibly.
He survived this whole thing. That's what you're going to tell me.
Katmai is home to one of the densest populations of brown bears on the planet. In September, these bears are in a state called hyperphagia, which is a biological drive to eat as much as possible before hibernation. They are active, focused, and most importantly, aggressive. A lost hiker stumbling through low visibility terrain was not a good combination. Luckily, he was able to avoid this grim fate entirely. Rescue workers reached the camera's location within a few hours, giving the hiker a second chance at life. All thanks to those who just so happened to be tuned into the live stream.
Bro, but also to realize the severity of him saying help and then you actually like doing something to get help. Like, I don't know, like that's so crazy. That's a universe event.
One of the unsettling things about live streams is how unpredictable they are. There's no editing, no pause button, whatever happens, happens in real time. And unpredictability isn't just something we see online. Real life has its own version of it too. Sometimes things show up when you're not planning for them. Sometimes you realize you've been putting something off for longer than you should.
Is this a sponsor?
For me, when life gets busy, scheduling a doctor's appointment.
Oh yeah, it felt like it right there. That felt a little bit. It felt a little weird.
On the morning of May 18, 2023, at around 9 a.m., 30-year-old DeMonte Sherrill went live on Facebook. However, the purpose of this live stream wasn't to entertain his viewers or make money. Instead, this was his way of saying goodbye to his family while trapped in a hopeless situation. The day started off like any other.
Oh, this was on the Nick Crowley video.
For DeMonte at his construction job on Liberty Road Drive in Charlotte, North Carolina. He was assigned to the 6th floor and got to work not long after clocking in. Things were going smoothly until around 9 a.m. when someone started putting in the foam insulation on the ground floor. This foam mixture was created on-site by mixing 2 different chemicals in a machine. Unfortunately, the foam caught fire from a stray spark, which quickly reached the main apartment building. And since most of its wooden frame was still fully exposed, the fire spread faster than anyone could have imagined.
I knew it caught on fire. They did not say that the source of the fire in that original video.
The entire building was covered in thick black smoke, with parts of the flame reaching 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Around 100 workers on the lower levels were able to escape the building before it became this intense. Over 90 firefighters were also dispatched to the scene, allowing them to save 15 more people from the fire. Unfortunately, DeMonte and his coworker Ruben Holmes were not among the lucky ones rescued. The only way down to the lower floors was covered in thick, pitch-black smoke, making it impossible to see or breathe. All they could do was wait for help to arrive, something that was looking more and more unlikely with each passing minute. So, with no other option, DeMonte took out his phone and started live streaming to his family and friends on Facebook.
Yo, I'm at South Park,
Or is there not a way to like fashion a gas mask though? Like a different way than what he's doing right now?
right now at work, and the building on fire, and I can't get out. It's getting harder and harder for them to see us.
This was both a way to plead for help, as well as a potential final goodbye to his loved ones, although he hadn't lost all hope just yet.
Bro, what does it just smoke inhalation, or does the building actually like...
Somebody send help, we're at South Park.
Sadly, the fire surrounding DeMonte and Ruben was too strong for firefighters to do anything. After burning for multiple hours, the building eventually collapsed under its own weight, resulting in both DeMonte and Ruben losing their lives. Later investigations found contractors and developers guilty of not following fire safety guidelines. However, they were let off the hook after paying only a few $1,000s in fines. A GoFundMe to help...
Every goddamn time, it's some stupid negligence where the company barely has to pay like a couple grand, and then they're fine. Like $4,000 fine? Who gives a shit?
DeMonte's family also raised nearly $8,000. But no amount...
they raised more than the fine even was.
The fines are
and then that's not like that much money for somebody who died. Like
compensation could make up for the loss of a father of 4 and his coworker Ruben.
That's just really sad.
On November 22, 2016, 19-year-old Anthony Gillia went live on Facebook from Jackson, Michigan. He appeared heavily intoxicated from alcohol and potentially other harder drugs. He was also extremely angry at something. However, understanding the source of this anger was easier said than done. He was waving his firearm around, drinking even more, and speaking words that were barely comprehensible.
You know what's funny? I could go over there right now and pop a pig in the head. I could go pop a pig in the head. I don't even like my life. Hey, stop! I don't like my life. No laws, no nothing for me. I don't give a.
Okay,
I got one in the chamber right now. Stop. I have no problem. Stop.
From what the viewers were able to gather, Anthony was mad at his younger brother Noah. There was already a lot of tension between the two ever since Anthony's parents kicked him out of the house. But then Noah apparently sent a threatening message to Anthony, which sent him off the rails completely and resulted in the Facebook live stream on November 22.
It's always some family beef that causes shit like this. Too personal.
Almost. But almost isn't enough, right? Oh, there's a cop. I'm so scared. What's up? What's up, Ryan? Can someone talk to me? All right, who wants some beef? Who wants some beef? All right, if there's just one of you, then I'll fight you. But if there's more than one, I'll shoot. What's up? What's up? I'm crazy. Guaranteed. Guaranteed crazy.
Anthony spent much of the early stream making vague threats toward Noah and those closest to him. Now, this would normally be the end of it, but for Anthony, online threats were only the beginning, because he next went to the house where Noah was staying and actually opened fire, all while still broadcasting everything live on Facebook. Maybe he just wanted to scare his brother Noah. Unfortunately...
Yeah, that seems like actually what he was doing, and it's a really dumbass idea, but he was probably thinking it was a good idea in the moment.
His plan backfired horribly. You see, the bullet missed Noah completely and went through the basement door on the other side of the room. Behind that door was the other resident of the home, 26-year-old Brittany
no.
Southwell, who was holding her 7-month-old baby at the time. The bullet hit her in the back before doing irreparable damage to her internal organs. She was rushed to the hospital as quickly as possible, but tragically passed away soon after, leaving her baby without a mother. Anthony
Oh my god. That is so crazy. That's an insane story.
was arrested.
That is also a universe event. Like, what are the fucking odds that that happens? Like, he even goes there, shoots at the place, hits that door. She's standing right there.
And taken to the police station for questioning. However, even after taking the life of an innocent bystander, he didn't show an ounce of remorse.
Fazed. Oh my god.
Who's crazy? Who's crazy? Who's crazy?
Stop it.
Who's crazy?
Give me that. You have to be.
Go. Get out of here.
Oh, that was it.
You're dumb. You're being dumb.
What's up? What's up? See me in the area Brotherhood prison. See me there.
He went
and
as
then she's literally in that moment also like you're succumbing to her injury.
far as to say that he could have killed everyone in that house if he wanted to during interrogation, as if that somehow justified or excused what he did. Anthony stood trial for taking the life of Brittany in May 2018 and was given a life sentence without the possibility of parole.
Good. Holy shit, dude. I would hate to be locked up, like, actually in prison for life, because then you're around with these people who will never get out, will never have parole or anything, and you, like, if you're also in that situation, oh my god. That is horrible. Alright, and then I have one last
June 11,
chilling scares again, but I'm going to take another quick break, and then I'll be right back. Little water break, I guess. Give me like a minute. Alright. Quick water break. Killers who didn't realize they were being recorded. Chilling scares. I love chilling scare videos, dude. There's like a bunch more that I haven't seen yet on his channel that I guess I wasn't subbed, so I just was not seeing the videos. Or I am subbed, just was not seeing the videos for some reason. I don't know why that shit happens. But anyway, killers who didn't realize they were being recorded. Chilling scares.
2021, CCTV cameras across Wembley, London captured a woman walking around with a large blue suitcase. On the surface, the footage is completely ordinary. However, this footage would soon become key evidence in one of the most brutal crimes in Wembley's recent history. The incident took place the evening of June 11 when the Metropolitan Police received a call from a man in distress. He was a temporary resident at a house on Chaplin Road, and according to him, the owner of the house, a 67-year-old woman who went by Deborah, was missing. Her phone and glasses, the two things she always kept on her, were also still in the house. But what made her absence most concerning was the fact that Deborah had
Bro, that age, it's so sad. I feel like I'm gonna be packing. I'm gonna be having heat all over the goddamn house. I'm gonna have shit taped underneath random ass objects. Like I'm keeping the strap because I'm not getting killed when I'm 65 because I'm an easy target. Fuck that. And then I got assets, so you're gonna be mad about it? Nah.
a history of severe mental health struggles. She was diagnosed with schizophrenia and at one point believed that Prince Charles, along with the country's prime minister, were communicating with her through YouTube. Deborah also
Okay, well then you can't really be staying strapped if you're crazy.
had no family in the country she could have gone to either. The only people who knew her were those who attended the same church as she did. And speaking with people from the church gave investigators their first lead. One of Deborah's friends, 37-year-old Gemma Mitchell, told officers that Deborah had been depressed and that she went to stay with friends close to the ocean. Unfortunately, this lead turned out to be a dead end, as none of the CCTV cameras around her home captured her leaving that morning. Investigators also didn't find any records of her using a taxi service or public transport. After 2 more weeks of fruitless searching, investigators had nearly run out of all potential
Friends by
leads.
the Ocean
They
sounds
needed a
like you're gonna-
breakthrough, or the case risked going unsolved forever. Fortunately, the search finally reached its end on June 27, but in the way investigators feared most.
Hi, I just found a body.
Oh,
go ahead, caller. What's your emergency? I just found a body. Right, okay. A body. Is it? Are they breathing?
Holy shit, what a reaction to I just found a body and you're a 911 dispatcher. Oh my god.
No, they're dead. They look like they've possibly been there like a few days or something.
A hiker discovered the remains of Deborah on a wooden path next to Bennett Road in Solcombe, Devon, over 200 miles from her home in Wembley. The worst part about this discovery, however, was the condition investigators found her in. This wasn't a case of going for a hike and having an accident. Instead, someone had surgically decapitated her head, which was later discovered about 30 feet away from the rest of her body. Autopsy results
30 feet away? They like threw her head or some shit? What the fuck?
also showed signs of blunt force trauma to the head. With that, the case shifted from a missing person search to a homicide investigation. However, finding the culprit was going to be easier said than done, largely because Deborah never gave anyone a reason to take her life. Despite her mental health struggles, everyone who knew her described her as extremely kind and compassionate. She was even letting the temporary resident who filed the missing person report live with her for free since he couldn't afford to pay rent. But while investigating those closest to her, investigators noticed something suspicious about Gemma. CCTV cameras captured Gemma walking toward Deborah's home with a blue suitcase on the morning of June 11, the same day she went missing at around 6:30 a.m. Hours later, the same cameras captured Gemma walking back, this time with 2 suitcases. She was also struggling more to roll the suitcases, suggesting that, unlike before, they were now heavy. This made Gemma the primary suspect in Deborah's murder, prompting investigators to look into her more closely, which turned out to be the right move. On the 26th of June, CCTV cameras captured her struggling to load the same blue suitcases into the back of a rental car. She then drove to the same road where Deborah's remains were found a day later. This was enough evidence for the police to obtain a warrant and arrest Gemma on July 6th.
She literally thought she could just go and dump the body? That is so crazy. Like, have you not seen a movie in your entire life? It's not gonna work.
Police!
Wow, that's
Hello
crazy.
there.
It feels like a movie.
Yeah, good. There's no answer. Sorry, what's your name?
Sorry, we were asleep.
Are you Gemma?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, Gemma. Just could you hold a second?
She answered the door
Hold
while
on a second.
to break it down.
Gemma, do you want to come out? Yeah, sure. Alright. Just so see your hands. Alright, Gemma, at this moment, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder.
Gemma didn't even try to plead
She thought she was gonna play right there and like get away with it.
her innocence and went with the officers without any resistance, almost as if she was already expecting them to some extent. She also remained silent at the station, answering every question with a cold no comment. But now that she was under arrest, authorities were able to search her home, and it wasn't long before everything became clear. You see, Gemma lived with her mother in their home on Bronsbury Park. The house was worth over £4 million, but it was in rough shape. So they hired a contractor and paid him over £230,000 for the renovations. Unfortunately, the contractor ran away with the money, leaving Gemma and her mother with an incomplete home and no money to fix it. That's where Deborah stepped in.
Yo, that dude got a bag though for doing actually no work, like $200,000.
She knew Gemma from church and considered her a friend. So after learning about her struggle, Deborah offered to pay over £200,000 for the renovations. However, in early 2021, Deborah was admitted to a mental facility where she received treatment for her schizophrenia. This treatment seemed to be very effective, as she was now thinking a lot more clearly. It also resulted in her reconsidering her offer to Gemma and withdrawing it completely by early June. She instead told Gemma to sell the house and use the money to live a good life. Phone records revealed a message she sent to Gemma on June 8, reading, "Until you sold house, I won't want you to come to me or my house. I'm stressed to the core." However, Gemma did not take this kindly, and on the 11th of June, she went to Deborah's home with the intention of ending her life. After committing the crime, she stuffed Deborah's remains in the suitcase and brought it back home, which is...
But why? Why kill her though? I don't understand.
She instead told Gemma to sell the house and use the as she was now thinking a lot more clearly. It also resulted in her reconsidering her offer to Gemma and withdrawing it completely by early June. She instead told Gemma to sell the house and use the money to live a good life.
I just don't get why you'd kill her then, if she told you to do that.
Phone records revealed a message she sent to Gemma on June 8, reading, "Until you sold house, I won't want you to..."
Wow, I don't get what the motive would be. Like, why would you do that?
Her true motive also came to light when investigators discovered a forged will in Gemma's home, naming her and her mother as the sole beneficiaries of Deborah's entire estate. All of this was more than enough evidence to convict Gemma. She stood trial on October 2022 and was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum of 34 years behind bars.
I'm sorry, am I misunderstanding that, bro? She was gonna get it anyway?
On July 7th,
Unless there was other people potentially that it was going to get left to that she knew about, and she wanted to keep all of it.
23-year-old Chandler Halderson went to the local sheriff's office and filed a missing person report for his parents, 50-year-old Bart and 53-year-old Krista. According to Chandler, the two had gone to their family cabin in White Lake on July 2nd to spend the weekend.
Bro, you already know the guy killed them and then put in a missing persons report for both the parents that he just killed.
The last contact he had with them was a message from Krista writing, "Made it safely, can't get anything through, and yes, it's packed. Going to White Lake today for the parade, and we'll come home Monday night/Tuesday early. Love you lots." It was Wednesday now, and the two had still not returned. Their phones were also going straight to voicemail, leaving Chandler with no way to determine their current whereabouts. Now, the simplest explanation was that they simply decided to extend their stay, and that they weren't able to inform Chandler because of the bad cell signal at the cabin, which was a known issue. However, this was completely out of character for them. Bart was extremely punctual and responsible, and Krista was on the verge of losing her job if she didn't return soon. Chandler was understandably worried about the safety of his parents. To make matters more complicated, they didn't go to the cabin on their own. Instead, they were apparently picked up by friends that Chandler didn't know about. Officers quickly began looking for the couple while Chandler reached out to local media, hoping someone with information on Bart and Krista might come forward. The most obvious place to look for them was the cabin, but when officers arrived at the location, they were surprised to see it completely empty. They had to break open the front door only to find zero signs of recent activity. It seemed like Bart and Krista never made it to the cabin. But if that was the case, why did Krista tell Chandler that they made it safely in her text? In the meantime, Chandler...
It's starting to fall apart there. He made a whole plan for it, the whole way they'd go, but except for that. That's the problem with planning, bro. You can't plan around the universe.
To the neighbors to check if any of their doorbell cameras captured any...
Take the life that it gives you and do the best that you can with it. You can't plan around it. You gotta just go with the flow, literally.
Thing about Bart and Krista. But that didn't prove very useful either. Without any other leads, investigators went back to the Halderson home to look for any clues. They also brought Chandler in for questioning since he was the last person who saw the couple. Though, until now, Chandler appeared to be a perfect son. Despite living with his parents, Chandler was doing very well for himself. He had already gained valuable work experience in several different fields at just 23 years old and had even received a job offer from SpaceX. Unfortunately, before he could accept the offer, he accidentally fell down the stairs. This resulted in him sustaining severe nerve damage in the legs, forcing him to reject the SpaceX offer and focus on recovery. He had also been very cooperative with the police up until this point, but as it turned out, the concerned look on his face was nothing but a complete lie. His behavior started becoming suspicious as soon
I was gonna say, that all sounds like way too convenient, and I think I remember that being fake as well.
as he was brought in for questioning. Not realizing he was being recorded, Chandler was seen in the interrogation room putting his head up against the wall, almost as if he was trying to listen in on what the detectives knew, likely so he could adjust his story accordingly. The investigators searching his home also discovered some rather concerning evidence. This included things like missing floor tiles and cabinets from the kitchen, a broken glass pane from the fireplace, and most concerningly, splatters of recently cleaned blood all throughout the house. However, Chandler seemed to have an excuse for everything. He blamed the missing tiles and cabinets on renovations, and claimed the fireplace glass broke while playing with one of his dogs using
I feel like
a tennis ball. As for the blood,
it's like the most spoiled kid story ever. Like I don't know how well off they were, but it seems like he just had nothing else to do other than like plan out these like stupid little heists and stuff. And he's like, oh, well, I'll just do it for real.
They claimed that it came from Krista having excessive nosebleeds and from Bart getting a deep cut on his leg while doing some repair work at home. But investigators were starting to notice some inconsistencies in his statements. For instance, at one point during the interview, Chandler claimed that he couldn't drive because of his leg injuries. But not long after, he mentioned driving to multiple places to celebrate the 4th of July holiday. However, despite their suspicion, investigators had no proof of any foul play from Chandler. That is, until they received a call from a woman named Cress. She was a family acquaintance of Chandler's girlfriend Catherine, and the two had actually gone to her place for dinner on the 4th of July. According to Kress, Chandler visited her farm in Cottage Grove on July 3rd, asking to use her pool. She said yes and went on with her day. But
to use her pool in a place like that, like in a rural place like this?
when she came back to check on him an hour later, he wasn't in the pool. Instead, his car was backed up to a wooded area next to the farm and its trunk was open. Investigators rushed to the location she provided, and not far into the wooded area, they found the dismembered remains of Bart Halderson, wrapped in a tarp and hidden under some foliage.
Wow, and then you try to do it on her property? That's so fucked, so that she'll get framed for it? What a loser.
Around the same time, a different group of investigators discovered doorbell camera footage that showed the Halderson home in plain view. According to this footage, Bart and Krista never stepped foot outside on the morning of July 2nd. In other words, the story of the mystery friends picking them up was a complete lie. But when confronted with this evidence, Chandler stopped talking and asked for a lawyer.
Wow, bro, that does make me nervous though, bro, because sometimes I'll leave and then my Ring just won't pick it up. There's no record of me being there on the Ring at all, and I left or I came in through the door or whatever. Like, that shit is unreliable sometimes. That's why I definitely would never cheap out on a security system. That's the last thing.
You know what happened. We're not going to tell you what happened. You know what happened. You were there when it happened. We're not BSing you, okay?
I wasn't there when it happened today.
Bro, if you got found with
we know
dismembered
more
body parts,
than you
though,
think we know.
I understand. But
there's people that have told us things. We have evidence. We have proof. More has happened. Okay. So your parents never made it to the cabin, and I think you know that.
yeah, he wanted to
So
smile.
you're asking for an attorney. We're not going to ask any more questions.
stand up.
Go stand up.
You want to stand up? Just come right over here.
Krista's remains were later discovered in an area near the Wisconsin
Looks
River
so
as well.
guilty, bro.
Fortunately, investigators were able to find enough evidence to piece together exactly what happened between Chandler and his parents, and why. They found Bart and Krista's phones inside the house wrapped in aluminum foil to block signals, confirming they never left the home. Shell casings found in the basement also confirmed that he more than likely shot his parents before dismembering and disposing of their remains.
Wow.
CCTV footage from a nearby supermarket caught him buying the tarp he used to transport Bart. However, the worst of what he did was revealed when investigators found tiny bone fragments in his fireplace. You see, at around 3 a.m. the night of, a neighbor's doorbell camera captured a strange light coming from the Haldersons' home. It got extremely bright before going out. Put simply, this bright light his neighbor's camera captured came from Chandler trying to cremate his parents. But the fire likely got out of hand and shattered the glass pane, resulting in him abandoning that idea. As for why he committed such a horrific crime, that had to do with his successful career. As it turned out, almost all of it was a lie. He never graduated, never did any jobs he claimed to have done, and thus the offer from SpaceX was a lie as well. Bart apparently found out about it, and instead of facing the consequences of his years-long lie, Chandler decided that it was a better idea to take his parents' lives instead. He stood trial in January 2022 and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Wow. Literally thought that would be better than just them finding out that you lied. That is so sad. That is the most spoiled child shit ever. Like I said earlier. Holy. Wow.
Camera mounted outside a garage in Albuquerque, New Mexico, captured a seemingly bizarre scenario. It showed a hooded figure walk out of the darkness, gently tip over a trash can, and then disappear into the darkness once again. Not long after, the resident of the home noticed the trash can and came to pick it back up before walking back inside. The camera then captured the light from the garage door getting dimmer as it closed. But before it closed all the way, the door seemed to open again with a flashing light illuminating the driveway. This looked quite random at first glance. However, what happened in this footage served as the start to a brutally violent crime that happened in the same house. The story began earlier that night when 54-year-old Don Fluid dropped off his daughter Sienna at his now ex-wife Christine's house. The next day, Sienna called Don's office, asking if he'd come to work that day. Apparently, he called Sienna every night to say goodnight, but he didn't call the night before, which worried her. And something was definitely not right. Don had never missed work without prior notice before. His phone was also ringing, but he wasn't picking up, which was very out of character for him. Many considered him the most upstanding person they knew, and it wasn't like him to ghost others out of nowhere. So, two of his coworkers decided to check up on him at his house that afternoon. However, when they reached the front door, it swung open. It was already unlocked. They called out Don's name, but when they heard no response, they decided to go inside. Everything in the house looked very normal. That is, until one of the coworkers went to the garage. There, she spotted a dark red streak on the wall behind the parked truck. She stepped closer to take a better look, only to come across what she was dreading the most. She called 911 and first responders rushed to the scene. Sadly, it was already too late for Don. He had several cuts on his body, a deep cut
Dumped into the garage. That's
on his
awful.
neck, and signs of blunt force trauma to his face. By the time his coworkers found him, he had already been dead for several hours. This home security footage a murder investigation. However, the only clue they had was this home security footage. It wasn't clear enough to make out the suspect's face, but the footage did suggest the intruder.
Why go out there at night and go and fix it though? That to me is weird. Like, sure, maybe you're already over there or something and you saw it on the ring, so you go and check, but I don't know. I don't think I would mess with that. I would think that would be something weird, like somebody maybe trying something weird.
Intruder knew Don's habits quite well. He knew his daily routine, and more importantly, he knew Don wouldn't be able to ignore the trash can if it were lying on the ground, giving him the chance to sneak into the garage while Don picked it back up. This wasn't a random burglar or serial killer who just saw an opportunity. It was likely someone close to Don. Unfortunately, figuring out who this person was turned out to be near impossible. The first suspect police questioned was Terry Lee White, Christine's now husband. Given Don's history of an intense custody battle against Christine and Terry in the past, investigators began to look for any lingering resentment that could have boiled over into violence. However, when questioned, Terry was able to provide alibis for that night that completely checked out. The next two potential suspects were Don's brother Dennis, who didn't have the best relationship with Don, and the landlord Benny Ruiz. But while neither had a strong alibi, there was also no evidence linking the two to the crime scene. With that, the investigation was back at square one. It wasn't until March 31, 2017 that the killer was identified. It turns out the person who led detectives to the truth was none other than Don himself. You see, despite likely getting ambushed by the killer, Don did not go down easy. He fought back and ended up scratching the attacker. This allowed investigators to find foreign DNA under his fingernails and match it against the samples police had taken from the suspects. More than 3 months after the crime, Don's killer was finally identified as 51-year-old Terry Lee White. After clocking in at work as a commercial truck driver, Terry went to Don's place and carried out a plan he had likely been thinking over for a very long time. With the home security footage of him sneaking in Don's driveway showing how premeditated this whole thing was. After a brief manhunt, Terry was arrested on April 3rd, 2017 in Arizona.
And then they're like, oh, well, he has alibis, and they check out. So you guys did a terrible job of investigating. And then now you're like, oh, well, we got him. Like,
about 2 sentenced to.
Oh my God. I always tend to end stream right when I'm really pissed off about law enforcement. I don't know why that is. But anyway, it's been a really good stream. I hope Czar, I hope you enjoy, bro. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And then, yeah, anyone else who watched the stream, I hope you enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed streaming, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Actually, this time.